Here, hold on, buddy. Let's put it on. Let's put it on.
Put it on.
Let's put it on. You got a Chubb shirt. You got a Chubb shirt. Yeah.
So I recently took the Instagram and used the community tab right here on the channel to see who y'all's favorite players were that are currently in the college football playoff. Now I think the player I got the most was probably Baker Mayfield. I got a ton of Baker Mayfield comments, ton of thumbs up on the Baker Mayfield stuff. But in case y'all did not know, I've already recently done a video on Baker Mayfield right after he won the Heisman Trophy. If you haven't seen that, you can click the card that's popping up on the screen, check the description, or after this video is over, it will pop up on the end card at the end of the video. After that, the second most frequent name that I got was Nick Chubb. And I'm thinking, yeah, Nick Chubb doesn't get a ton of attention, at least not anymore. So today's video is dedicated to Georgia running back Nick Chubb. Now, if there's any more current players that y'all want videos on, definitely let me know. Of course, the What Happened To videos will continue all through 2018. I'm gonna be looking to do 1 or 2 of those videos each week, but there's a chance that I also may be covering one current player every week as well. Y'all let me know in the comment section if that's something that y'all would be interested in. Other than that, it's time to jump in. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button if you want more videos like this. Let me know in the comment section who else you want to see. Subscribe to the channel if this happens to be the first time you stumble upon us. We are very consistent with the content. Now, without further ado, let's get it. Now, what some people don't know about Nick Chubb is that his combination of speed and power were not only showcased on the football field. When Nick was in high school, he was a football star and a track star. And just looking at the events that he participated in, you could tell how dynamic and versatile of an athlete this dude was. So check it out. He ran the 100-meter dash, which out of every race that you'll see at a track meet, there is no other race that measures speed and explosiveness better than the 100-meter dash. Actually, I think they used to do the 60. I'm pretty sure they don't run that no more, but if I'm wrong, let me know. Not only did our boy Nick run the 100-meter dash, he also participated in the shot put, man. You talking about a 100-meter dash shot put combination. That's crazy. That is speed, explosiveness, and power. And yeah, you can argue technique, blah, 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 but I don't care. You can have the best technique in the world. If you ain't got no power, you're not going to be a beast at shot put. Well, Flem, who said he was a beast? You just said he participated. Well, when Nick was a senior in high school, while participating at the 4A sectional track meet, he participated in the shot put, came in first place. He participated in the 100-meter dash, came in second. 200-meter dash, second again. He also participated in the long jump and went on to win state in shot put. Oh, he was legit, bro. On a football field, 2,700 yards, 38 touchdowns as a junior. Came back the next year, 2,700 more yards, 41 touchdowns. This time, let me outdo my junior year by a few TDs. Of course, Nick decided to attend the University of Georgia. And in 2014, Nick Chubb came on the scene strong as a true freshman. The superstar running back Todd Gurley went down. Nick Chubb came in and he ate, bro. He ran for 1,547 yards. And even though he only started 8 games, he was second in the SEC in rushing yards that year. That's a wild stat. He averaged 7 yards a carry and put up 14 touchdowns as a true freshman, only starting 8 games. And back then, his homeboy Sony Michel was not getting all the receptions. By the way, those two are really good friends, and I'm just pointing that out to say that a lot of people feel like Nick Chubb cannot catch the ball out of the backfield. But during his true freshman season, he was asked to do that a bit and did it pretty well. However, that was the only year in the duo's 4-year history where Chubb had more receptions than Michel did. In 2015, Todd Gurley moved on to the NFL and Nick Chubb was left as the feature back at Georgia. He came out the gates on fire, man. First 5 games, he had 747 yards and 7 TDs. And he did all that while averaging 8 yards per carry. That's like damn near first down every time you hand it to him. Now that year when he faced the eventual national champion Alabama, they slowed him down a little bit. He went from 8 yards a carry to 7.3. 143 yards, 1 touchdown, light work. But unfortunately, that would be his last full game of his sophomore season.
And Nick Chubb is still down.
Extended his leg as he stuck. Watch him try to get it.
Yep.
Oh no.
Nick tore his ACL versus Tennessee, and in my opinion, he's never really been quite the same ever since. Now for his junior year, Nick made it back for the season opener. Had a great game in that one, but his junior campaign was far from his most impressive. If you just look at his stats, they are not bad. And of course, he's splitting time with Sony Michel, but he was also splitting time in 2015 before he got hurt. He was averaging 8 a carry, whereas in 2016, he was averaging 5 per carry. He didn't look as explosive as he had been in the past, and that's to be expected. After an ACL injury, it can be tough to get that burst back, and sometimes it could take a while. Now, a lot of people thought that Nick was gonna go ahead and go into the league after his junior season, but he decided to return for his senior year. If you look at his highlights from this year versus last year, you can see a clear improvement in his mobility. He seems a lot more comfortable in that knee as well. Although I personally still don't feel like he has the burst and explosiveness, balance, and change of direction that he had in 2015. Now at the same time, let's be fair. Dude's 5'10", 230 pounds. Not a small man. He also has great vision as a runner, which is obviously going to help out a ton when he makes it to the next level. Speaking of next level, Nick's return to Georgia has already paid off in my opinion, as I'm sure a lot of NFL scouts are now having a lot more confidence after seeing Nick this year versus last year. Not to mention he's got his team sitting in the college football playoff with an opportunity to go to and win a national championship. And if that happens and he eats, Nick Chubb mania can erupt, and he may still be able to boost his draft stock even more. But life is more than football, and Nick got other interests. Like what? Farming. You like farming? Well, check it out. Nick come from a long line of farmers. That's something that's in his family. He majors in agriculture and applied economics. And if you're curious, because I was, farmers on average make about $61,000 per year. Now there's a ton of variables depending on what type of farming it is. That number can go way up. It can also go down a little bit. Obviously, assuming Nick manages his money well, he's not gonna have any problems as he will be an NFL player. But I still think it's dope that he has interests outside of football and something to kind of be his identity. The fact that farming is in his family is going to give him a deeper connection to that. So it's not all football, because we know that you can't play that sport forever, and usually at his position you can't play for an extremely long time. Not to mention he's already had an injury. But one player that I see Nick Chubb compared to a lot had a similar college situation, and that's Frank Gore. After checking multiple scouting reports, I see a lot of people comparing Nick Chubb to Frank Gore, at least as a ceiling. Just so happens Frank Gore is a running back who tore his ACL not once but twice in college. He went on to play over 10 years in the league at running back, and I think he went over 1,000 yards like 9 times or something stupid like that. Obviously doesn't mean that's what's gonna happen to Nick, but it's possible. It's happened before, and it happened to a player who has a similar running style to Nick. But that's gonna about wrap up the video for today. What do you think Nick Chubb's future holds? National championship? Does he go in the first couple rounds and then not live up to expectations? Does he go low and then exceed expectations? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, let me know what other players y'all are interested in seeing a video on. It can be past, present, does not matter. Subscribe if you're new. My name is FlemLo Raps. 1.